Georgia is working to count every vote to finalize its election outcome. At last report, the state still had 200,000 ballots left to be tallied. After we saw what was unfolding in Georgia, Vic Micolucci, who was in South Florida last night covering the race there, got on a plane in Miami and traveled to Atlanta to follow the vote count. Vic is joining us live. Vic, Georgia's Secretary of State says all the remaining ballots will be counted by the end of the day.
That is the hope here, Tom, and certainly it's an interesting process. Behind me is the Fulton County Supervisor of Elections team that is working to count all those votes. I'm going to step out of the way and show you. They're about to take a break, but they have been working around the clock. And let me tell you, the eyes of the world are watching this right now because they had a very controversial delay last night because of some issues, specifically a burst water pipe. So there was water here on the ground, and they had to evacuate. But I spoke with a supervisor with the Board of Elections, and she tells me no ballots were affected, none were damaged. So what they're doing right here is they are taking those absentee ballots, and they are separating them. They're checking to make sure that they work. They're making sure that they're legitimate. And then they run them through a scanner. Those scanners are on the back wall there here at the State Farm Arena. This is the Atlanta Hawks basketball arena, by the way. And after that, they tabulate them, they go onto a hard drive, and then they bring those hard drives to an elections warehouse. And that warehouse is actually where those votes are tabulated. I just checked. We're looking at 30,000 or less ballots, mail-in ballots that need to be reviewed for Fulton County, where Atlanta is to be completed. So they are in the final countdown because they had about 140,000 as of yesterday that they needed to check. So taking a look at the video again, there's several dozen people in here. They are working feverishly around the clock. There are also some poll watchers here from the Democrats, from the Republicans, as well as people that are just here in the community that say we want to make sure that this process is fair and that it's balanced. And we heard from the Secretary of State that every vote does count and will be counted.
Every legal vote in Georgia will count. And right now we have about 200,000 ballots that are left to be counted. With the absentee ballot process, counties worked on scanning those, as many as they could. And then there's also about 40 to 50,000 early votes that need to be counted. Every legal vote will be counted.
So what you're seeing behind me is very similar to what they are doing in other counties as well. The Atlanta area still has a lot of precincts and counties that have not officially been tabulated. So this could go either way, to Trump or to Biden. And now I'm showing you the press pool here, people from all over the world, all of the networks. The world literally is watching as this takes place. So for those that are worried about these votes being counted behind closed doors, that is certainly not the case because we are about 15 to 20 feet away from the closest of the ballot counters. So we're going to continue. They are going to continue as well. They say they're going to go as long as they need to, but they hope to have all of the remaining ballots counted by sometime tonight. For now, we're live in Atlanta. I'm Vic Micolucci, Channel 4, the local station.